Cabinet approval was granted for a proposal submitted by the President in his capacity as Minister of Defence to introduce new legal provisions to regulate private security agencies. Currently, around 150,000 employees are engaged in security duties across public and private sector institutions under nearly 1,050 private security agencies. The proposed new framework will allow classification of services based on their nature, mandatory training aligned with those classifications, introduction of a code of ethics, NVQ-level training opportunities, and stronger regulation of agency registration, license cancellations and firearm licensing. Cabinet also approved a proposal by the Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development to sign a cooperation agreement between the Sri Lanka Export Development Board and the German Import Promotion Desk. The agreement is expected to improve access to German and wider European markets for Sri Lankan exporters, particularly in natural raw materials and IT outsourcing sectors, including small and medium-sized enterprises and women-led businesses. In addition, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the establishment of a National Housing Steering Committee following concerns raised in the 2024 Population and Housing Census, which revealed that a significant number of Sri Lankans remain without adequate housing. Nearly 100 billion rupees have been allocated for housing construction in 2026. However, as housing initiatives are currently implemented by multiple ministries, provincial councils, local authorities, NGOs and private entities, responsibilities remain fragmented. The newly approved steering committee proposed by the Minister of Housing, Construction and Water Supply will provide unified policy guidance, technical oversight, supervision and monitoring under a national framework. Finally, Cabinet approved the submission of the Repatriation of Export Proceeds Rules No. 1 of 2026 to Parliament for approval. The new rules amend provisions issued under the Central Bank of Sri Lanka Act No. 16 of 2023 to expand the investor base for domestic dollar-denominated bonds. The move is expected to allow exporters to invest in such instruments, increase demand, ensure competitive pricing and diversify the government's foreign currency funding sources.